Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So, like the title suggested, you cannot get your Mylar to suck down like a brick. Are you doing it wrong? Well, let's discuss this. Let's go and go over what we do here and the results we get and how we get these results. So, this is the questions I'm getting and concerns from commenters. I use the Mylar, I use an O2 absorber, but my food, my preps do not pull down tight like a brick. Now, when I say a brick, guys, I mean this right here. Pulls all that extra air out. Yes. All right, so let's answer a couple things here. I've seen many different styles of Mylar, and we've shown it on the video on our channel here on how we do everything. I had someone contact me by email asking if I use a straw to help suck the air out before sealing. No, I don't. This here's the same process. I'm going to open these up. I'm going to show you the exact same process to make these things brick-like. All right. So one of the things I'm concerned about is maybe some people are getting subpar Mylar, or they're using O2 absorbers that are no good. Now, with your auction absorbers, guys, like we use Wallabies. All right. Inside the sealed packet, you'll see a little red tab. That's telling me these things are good. When this changes colors to brown dark, it means air had gotten into this. Now, with the O2 absorbers, when you get them out, I've shown you sit there and move them around. If they're loose, they're good. If they're rock hard, they're bad. That's how you test out your O2 absorbers before you put them in these bags. Now, we've done everything from beans, rice, pastas, and people are saying they're having problems with the rice, beans, and pastas. This is macaroni. As you can see, we got it to pull down nice and tight. You can actually see the macaroni noodles. We didn't suck the air out. I recently did a video, should be popped up there for you. These are the stocks that we pulled. 1/24/2023. We just did this last month. All right, so let's go ahead and go over everything again. You need to try to squeeze out as much air as possible, and we're going to demonstrate. I got the impulse sealer here. That's from Wallaby there. We've shown ones from Amazon. We bought those too. We've used those. One of the big things I see from people is that they are saying that they're using a hair straightening iron and it's melting their bags. Yeah, it will, because it's really hard to regulate the temperature of that flat iron compared to like a sealer. It's got a dial. You can get you some Mylar, seal it out, make sure it seals good, adjust the adjustment. All right, so that's one of the big issues right there. You're too hot or you're too cold and it's not getting a good seal, or you're melting through, causing another leak. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. This here is Pintos, 4 pounds of Pintos. When we seal these up, we store these things flat-ish. And I just stack them right on top of each other. Our stacks over here on this side, this is our processing area. They will go here. I make sure that they all pull down nice and tight. If they don't pull down nice and tight, I pull it, open it up, put a new O2 absorber in it, and reseal it. That way, all of our stocks are coming out like bricks. Now, the question is, will it be okay if it's not brick-like? In my opinion, yes, as long as you don't have excessive air. When I say excessive air, I mean it looks like a balloon and everything is just loose as can be in there. In other words, nothing activated as far as your O2 absorber. All you've done is sealed it up. You gave it some level of protection with Mylar from rodents, pests, you know, stuff like that, elements, but you didn't remove the air. All right. I've seen some bags. Oh, this in here. This is macaroni too. It did fairly well. Oh, this is the same one. There it is. So here's awesome macaroni. Oh well, either way, they pull down. All right, now this one here is the shelf bottom one, so it doesn't pull down quite as nice as this because it's got that saddle in it. But you need to make sure you're getting as much air out as possible. So we'll do a real quick thing. I'm going to open up some of these since this is the macaroni let's go ahead and do the macaroni, and I'll show you because it's noodles. All right, noodles have air in them because of the, you know, they're hollow. All right. Okay, so we have our noodles here, and let's get out our O2 absorber. We'll go ahead and remove that. We have our cheese packets. These are the metallic plastic is what they are, but we have noodles. All right, so noodles, of course, they got air trapped in it, right? So I'm not going to go ahead and waste a Mylar bag. What I am going to do is get our sealer here. We're going to open this up and we're going to get ourselves some O2 absorber and put down in here. All right, so we got an O2 absorber dropping in there. Like I've shown before, I'll go ahead and reseal my O2 absorber bag. Try to keep most of the air out of that, just like that. So now that the O2 absorber's in there, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start zip locking this right to the corner, but I'm going to leave a little bit open. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mash as much air as possible out. I'm going to finish my zip on the zip lock. Now, since I cut the top of this off to open it up for y'all, I'm just going to go ahead and put a seal below the zip lock. Just means I'm going to have to cut this open when we go to use it. Wait a few seconds. Make sure we got a strip that runs all the way across, and it does. Now, what I do is I mash all the noodles in position, and this will stay just like this. All right, now when I stack it, like I said, I do go ahead and get everything, and I stack them in stacks while they're pulling down. Now that might be what helps. Personally, I don't think it is, because there's no leaking air in or out. All right, but that's what I do to create the brick effect, or have some form of pull down on the macaroni noodles. Same with spaghetti, lasagna, pasta, and we even do egg noodles. Now with egg noodles, guys, we talked about this before. Egg noodles won't last as long as some pastas, but they will last much longer in Mylar that has an oxygen absorber in it than if it didn't. Okay, so to get results, that brick effect on your Mylar, if you want to spend all day with the straw, you go right ahead. I don't use that. I've shown the exact method we use, and this is the results we get. Okay, if I have an issue on our stack storage and I'm seeing that something's not pulling down nice, I'll open it up, reinsert a new O2 absorber, squeeze all the air out, and seal it. But these things here are doing really well. Excuse me. So these are actually going to be going out to our other location where we store a lot of our foods. We don't keep everything in one spot. These are beans here. That's rice. Look at that brick of rice. That is beans. Yep, black beans. So this is what we do, guys. I bring it out, set up in the storage. Because when I'm Mylaring a lot of food all at once, and I need a place to set everything. And that way it all sits nice and flat, and that way I can always stack right on top of each other, just like that. All right, guys, so I hope this actually does help you. My big concern when I'm seeing people are not getting the results they want, couple. One is a very low quality Mylar, or they're not using the O2s correctly. They're not testing to make sure that they work, or they're not sealing these back up. Usually, like Wallabies, they come in a pack of 10. Okay, so I get 10 bags out, I get all of them ready, and I'll drop an O2 absorber in every single one of those bags and immediately start sealing. I don't leave these just lying around, so they start reacting and they'll go bad before you get them into your bag, before it gets sealed. So may as well get everything lined up like a assembly line and nail them one time after the other. Again, there's a video popped up there for you where we're doing all that. I recommend getting food to put back, guys. All right, you don't have to use our affiliates, Wallabies. Well, we've been affiliated with them for a little over a year now, but I've not had any issue. They're one of the best quality Mylars out that I've come across and used. So we stand with them. Of course, with affiliate programs, guys, when you use their links or the links that we have in the description, we make a small percentage off all sales. It doesn't cost you any more, but we get a commission is what we get. So anyway, guys, I hope this helps you out. I think a lot of it is you're not squeezing enough air out of your bags before you seal them, or you went and purchased some low quality bags somewhere that's not reputable. All right, guys, hope that helps out a lot. Speak to y'all later.